Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, so I think that's working. I'm just gonna get the game ready here. It's a bit difficult to do streams in VR, so it takes a bit to like set up. So I won't be able to see chat until I like pause the game and all. So yeah. Okay, I have the game ready here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I have the game booted up. I'm just gonna do a few laps around the not the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife. It's yeah, I'm doing like the endurance version of the track with the like where it goes between the Grand Prix kind of track and the actual Nordschleife. So the only issues I'm having is actually on the Nordschleife because it's a bit of a difficult track. So yeah. Just getting some gloves on because I already got a blister on my thumb from a league race. So yeah. So yeah, I don't really have any issues with the actual first part of the track. It's really just with the actual Nordschleife a bit because it's quite a bumpy track and quite a few steep and like unexpected turns. So I'm just gonna give it a few goes at doing a few laps because I've already done the pre-qualifying for the endurance race, but I did that in a catering. So, and I'm looking to kind of do it maybe a GT3 Porsche like this one. So I need to do the pre-qualifying again. But if you're doing it in a GT3 car, you have to do 3 kind of laps, and they all have to be within the 170% rule. So that kind of gets, that's where I need to be like mainly consistent but also speedy at the same time. So it was easy to do it for 1 lap with the Caterham, but yeah, if I'm qualifying to use the Porsche, I have to do 3. And now we're on to the Nordschleife part. You can just see how bumpy the track is. And those curbs are just deadly. If you ride too much on the curbs, they're quite steep, so it just completely throws off the car and all of its balance as well. Sorry if I'm not talking too much, it's just trying to focus and, you know, not completely fly off the track. And I'm doing this in single player, like, instead of the pre-qualifying server, just because, like, I just want to make sure, like, I can actually completely do it with GT3 before I go into a multiplayer session. Another thing is just how long the track is, because it's just quite draining to drive. Because you always have these like sections where you have to pay loads of attention. It's quite tough, and it's like that for like a long time. So it's quite draining. And doing this for 4 hours, I don't know how I'm gonna make it, but and I don't have a teammate to do like a driver swap, so I have to do the full 4 hours myself, so. Oh crap. Yeah, I went a bit wide there. Bit of damage to the car, but I'm just gonna keep going so I can get familiar with more parts of the track. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I did the brake so much there, it's just that I'm not like entirely like sure of like all the corners, so just being extra cautious. Then again, the best way to get faster is just by making mistakes. And here comes the fun corner. Okay, I didn't really go through the whole way, but yeah. You're gonna see all the elevation change and how bumpy and rough the surface is. Yeah, I kind of lost it there. I started to lose it, but then like the counter steering made it worse each time, so. Yeah, at least I didn't hit the wall. And I don't have as much aero with the damage. Oh yeah, I don't like that corner. Like with the sand, it's like you can't go too wide. Like as soon as you go wide, it grabs your tires and spins you around. And sorry if I can't see any of the comments or anything. Just if I crash big enough or when I finish this lap, I'll have a look at the comments if there is any. Oh crap. Yeah, the curbs are quite deadly. Because you see I just slightly got on the curb, and because it's so steep it just completely upsets the balance of the car. I'm pretty sure this is the last bit of the track. Yeah, it says welcome home there, so I guess so. Okay. Just gonna have a look at some of the comments now. If there is any. Okay, so I use a Logitech G29. Obviously not like the best there is, but I guess the job done. So it's a Porsche 911 GT. Wait, actually, no, it's a 911R. God, the names get confusing with Porsche. It's a 911R GT3. I'm pretty sure that's just the whole title. But yeah, 4 hours. I'm gonna be exhausted, so I could have done 2 hours, but I didn't have anyone to play with, so I mean, like, I have a friend I do sim racing with, but like he's not around, and and he didn't want to do 4 hours or even 2 hours, so yeah, I'm all alone. but yeah, I'm gonna just keep practicing until I get like until I get better at the track. Oh yeah, PSVR 2. Oh my god, yeah. Like, it's a massive jump from like the first PlayStation VR, because it's like looking at the first PlayStation VR, like I've used it and everything, it's just really lackluster. But then again, like if you look at when it was made and the stuff it was running on, they couldn't really do much better, I don't think. But like the PSVR 2 is like a really decent headset, so like I would definitely recommend it over like an Oculus Quest or Pico 4 or whatever. But I haven't actually used it, but like from what I've seen with Gran Turismo, the graphics look like great, and it just looks like a really good experience. So I mean, yeah, if you can afford it, like I'd probably recommend it. But yeah, I don't know, I haven't tried it, so. One thing I don't like is the Halo head strap. I actually really dislike that. Like whenever I've used like the PlayStation VR 1, and that's just really uncomfortable to me. Like I'm pretty sure they have it for the PSVR 2, but I'm not entirely sure. But if they do, that's one downside for sure. I've also been playing a bit of Assetto Corsa Competizione, but I mean, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, but in VR, it's really bad. It's like the way that Codemaster, they handled. Oh my god, I'm speaking gibberish right now. It's the way that they handled VR in the F1 games and Dirt Rally 2.0. It's really bad. It's very blurry, and it's just like whenever you move your head, like your whole surroundings moves a tiny bit with you, and everything's like there's basically no clarity. And I don't know how they did it so bad when they had Assetto Corsa 1, which the VR is great in this game. I don't know how they managed to mess it up so much for Assetto Corsa Competizione. And then I was trying it there without VR. Obviously there's less like situational awareness. It's a good game, but I still prefer the way that the GT3s feel in Assetto Corsa. They probably don't feel as like realistic, but I feel like they're just a lot more drivable than they are in ACC. I'm pretty sure my VR headset's like dying as well. It's like the cable's a bit damaged. I think it has like a bunch of like kind of pixels like flashing on the screen with different colors. You won't be able to see it because that's just what the game's rendering, but yeah, the cable's kind of damaged. So, and I noticed like for a split second there a second ago, like it went like static for a sec, like the view, which is a bit concerning because it wasn't this bad a few minutes ago. So I wouldn't be too surprised if the headset just like randomly stops working in a few minutes. But yeah, I definitely have been noticing it starting to like not work quite properly recently. But I also broke one of the controllers, which is a bit annoying. Like it has like a finger tracking. I used the Valve Index, and I'm off. Okay, but yeah, I think we damaged some suspension, so I'm just gonna restart. But yeah, like the touchpad for the finger tracking fell off, so I can't do any like non-racing VR games. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but yeah, I'll probably have to get some replacement parts. Yeah, it is quite expensive. It's like the price of the plate. It's like the price of the PS5 anyways, like of the actual console. Like many people are like confused, like why is it so expensive? But it is a really decent headset, so. But yeah, well, it's a pain that my headset's about to die, but you can replace the cable. Like the cable, you can just kind of plug it out. I've done it before, like I've had the same issue before. Which I think it's a flaw in the headset, personally. I think so. I think we got the last cable free from Valve because they knew it was like on their end, it was a fault that they made. So yeah. But back to the actual like racing. Yeah, like I've tried all the different like GT3 cars in this game. Oh crap! Well. Sorry, paying much attention there to the braking sound. But the GT3 Porsche is like still the most responsive in my opinion. Like in terms of like handling. Like there is other ones that have like more powerful feeling engines, you know. Namely like the Audi R8. From what I felt, like it has a more powerful engine. But it's not quite as like nifty, and like it doesn't quite move as quickly. So I think if I were going to do a GT3 car for this endurance race, I'm definitely going to go with this one. So, yeah. And the Caterham car that I'm already qualified to drive in the event for, it's really annoying to drive. It's a stick shift. So it's kind of a hassle to be using the stick for like 4 hours. Like I can do it for like a couple of laps, but then it just kind of gets tiring and like a waste of time. Cause like having like just the paddles is so much more efficient and quicker. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. And also, I've had my Logitech set up. For for like 5 years. So it's really starting to kind of degrade, and there's a lot more pixels showing up on the screen. That's a bit disappointing. And all of them just disappeared because I kind of moved the... Like, I'm moving my cable right now, and depending on where I move it, all the pixels go away. All, like, the dead pixels just go away. Like, I'm holding it up right now, and they're all basically gone, but as soon as I put it down, like, the headphones for the thing, for, like, the headset are cracking. You know, it's not very, it's a bit concerning, but it'll have to do. God, this is very concerning. You obviously can't see any of this, so it's just... Yeah, but for me, it's very concerning. Like, it just shows that it's definitely the cable that's the issue. Because, like, depending on where I move it, it breaks, so... I need 2 replacement things for my headset. The cable and the controller, so... Yeah, the headphones are kind of popping, you know what I mean? Because the connection's kind of fading between this and the PC, so... Yeah, it's just a bit annoying, because it's a great headset, like, don't get me wrong, it's just... It doesn't have the best, like, resistance to, like, to wear and tear. Like, the cable's really the only issue I've had. That, like, I've noticed consistently to be an issue. But for, like... Yeah, that's the only issue I've actually noticed, really. Just the cable. For the rest of the headset, it's great build quality, the audio's great. The controllers are, like, really good. But, like, yeah, I've never experienced a broken controller before until recently. And I've had this console for, then again, like, how many years? Like, 4 years. So yes, same headset from, like, originally. Haven't replaced the entire headset, I've just replaced the cable. But, yeah, that is definitely a weak point if you're considering to get, like, a headset like this. And, like, I've also used the Quest 2 quite a lot. I personally wouldn't recommend it. It's just, I don't think it's worth it. If you're trying to get, a headset for that kind of price range and that kind of form factor, just get the Pico 4. Yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about VR headsets so much, because I'm doing sim racing. But, yeah, I hope I can, replace the parts for my headset before the endurance race. Because if it doesn't die before then, it's definitely going to die for that. Yeah, I've hit the back. Ah, that is annoying. Yeah, the arrow is definitely... Should also try to get the grass on this. You know, I'm just gonna completely send it into each corner to find like the boundary. Just so, because there is only one way to learn. If you just send it into each corner, make all the mistakes. Okay, well I can go full throttle through there, easy enough. I was kind of lifting before there. So, I guess that's one thing learned. And that's with aero damage. So, it should be even easier. I know from experience that I can't floor it through here without going into the grass. Okay, and the engine's dead. And there's a wall. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I know from experience, I was going full throttle through there just to prove it. I know from experience that you can't go full auto. No, not full auto. I've been playing some shooter games recently, so yeah, full throttle. You can't go full throttle through there. Just you have to lift a bit, so it's handy to know. But I think if I kind of push it really hard in each corner, then I can like know the boundary. So it's quite handy. Okay, well, I didn't get any car damage. I'm hoping to get like an upgrade for my sim racing setup. Yeah, I'm thinking of like Logitech, because with their new like ready to race bundle, that's like an insanely good price. Like it's direct drive. It's definitely a lot better than like than the Logitech. So yeah, and I've been looking for an upgrade for like almost a year, I'd say. Like it's been 5 years. It's definitely starting to like kind of wear down. I've already gone through like 2 different gear shifters. Like I had spare gear shifters, and I've already gone through like 2 of them. I have 1 left. I was thinking of just selling the next one, no, the last one. Like it's completely in the box. I was thinking of just selling it so I can afford another sim racing setup. But before I even get like a new wheel or anything, like I definitely need to get like a new I definitely need to get like a new kind of chair, because I'm just using like an office chair right now, and it is the most uncomfortable thing. I swear, it's like whenever you hit the brakes, the seat kind of rolls away, so it's like impossible to know like if you're actually going to be able to go through the corner with some hard braking without you like completely just rolling away from your setup. So what I'm looking to get is like an extension, because I'm using like a wheel stand, and there's an extension for it that they sell, which like attaches it like a proper seat into it and makes it like a cockpit. Like it makes it like a proper cockpit, so then it'll be much more comfortable and yeah, just better in general. And then I'll start to worry about the wheels then. I just need to get more like ergonomic setup first. Actually, yeah, Moses stuff is like... Yeah, Moses stuff does seem to be doing pretty good. But then again, like, if you look at their, like, replacement, like... their adjustable, like, steering wheels that you can, like, take on and off, they're quite, like, expensive. It's not just, like, yeah, they have a good starting price, but if you look at their, like, Formula wheel, it's quite expensive compared to what you can get at Fanatec. Like, Fanatec has a massive, like, range of just different wheels, and they have wheels for literally everything. So I'd probably just go with, like, Fanatec, just for, like, the selection and the expandability. And even in the future, I can get, like, a DD1 or a DD2 or something. Like, they're proper high-end ones, and I can still use the old wheels. So yeah, I think it's good for, like, expandability like that. where Moza doesn't really have that. But I mean, anything will be better than my current setup, so I shouldn't be too picky. But yeah, I really want load cell brakes just because it's like like the brakes on the Logitech are just, it's really firm, and it's not like it just didn't feel realistic at all. Like, I mean, I've seen some people use the clutch pedal instead of the brake for like doing Formula racing so they can do trail braking. But then I did that and it just didn't feel quite right, you know what I mean? It felt like too hollow. I mean, I could probably make it work if I spent time doing it, but yeah, I'm not really bothered. So yeah, like I've gotten adjusted over 5 years just to kind of get used to the brake. I can't do trail braking at all. Like, that is one thing that does make me slower in most games. But then again, driving like a GT3 car or something doesn't really make a difference at all, because there's not really any like harm in not doing trail braking. It's just like, yeah, trail braking is mainly just for the Formula cars. But that is also my favorite kind of category to race in. But yeah, I'll definitely want like load cell brake pedals when I move over to iRacing, which I'm gonna move over to iRacing once I get like a better setup, because I want to kind of have the best chances of just being able to like progress in the game, you know, do well and participate in some events or something. So I find this corner a bit confusing. It's quite like a quick turn, and it's like it's quite a sharp turn. It's quite quick after the first corner, so like I could do it, but I don't know if I'm doing it correctly because there's so many angles you can attack the corner. So I'm not entirely sure if that's like the best way to do it. I should probably watch someone else doing a lap on this, so I can actually like tell the way that they're doing it, what they're doing, and maybe I can learn from that, because I'm definitely not the fastest on this circuit. Realistically, I'm not going to do too well in the endurance race. Probably just going to like crash out or something like after like 10 laps. But yeah, well, I'll give it a shot. The longest race I've ever done was 20 minutes. And that was in the video I made most recently. So, yeah, that was actually the longest I did, and I found that really tiring. But yeah, but then again, I started editing that video, I'm not joking, like 4 months ago, and then I just kind of gave up on the video for so long. And then, like a week ago, I just decided to start working on the video game again, and then I just, like, stayed up until 2 AM making that video and have it ready, like, after a few hours. So, yeah, I kind of stopped doing YouTube for a bit there, took a bit of a break, but I'm back into it now. Alright, and I think I can floor it through here. Well, through the next bit from what I learnt last time. Okay, well I didn't quite have the right angle, but I went a tiny bit off, but it wasn't too bad. And I definitely can't go full throttle through here. Can't hit that curb because it's so steep. Same with this curb. I don't know why they made like curbs that steep, because you can't use them to your favor at all. I guess it's just to stop people from going near the edge of the track. Oh crap. Yeah, that was not nice. The car just kind of snapped on one of the bumps uphill. I started to downshift. It was looking quite good, but then I hit like a bit of a bump and it just completely went sideways. So yeah, I'm just gonna restart. I might end the stream soon. I'm just trying to kind of spend like a while just to kind of get better at this game, because it's just okay. Well, you're gone. But yeah, I'll stream my endurance race anyway. So yeah, see you then. I guess I'll probably just end the stream now because I've done a bit of practice. I'll probably do a few more streams leading up to it, because it's in like a week and a half, I'd say. So yeah, just gonna end the stream now because yeah, as I said, done a bit of practice, already tired. So